Hola amigos, this is Heart Killer. Today we have another episode of Hummingbird Spotlight. I'm sorry for being late this time. Hopefully next time I'll record it at around 9 p.m. because it's already Friday technically. Well, it's Friday at least in here. So yeah, sorry guys. Hopefully next time I'll release it before it's Friday. I hate that song so much. It ruined that day for me. Anyway, today we have Akito and Putanam. Hey plus hobo, I know you're listening in. Where the fuck is your interview, you piece of shit? I'm still waiting, you know. You were recording it the other day, but now you've gone all silent on me. Don't do this to me, man. Enough that Josh is ignoring me. Why, Josh? Why? Josh didn't send in the interview for a month now, and I sent him the messages and nothing. PM'd him as well. For me, it would have been a huge honor for me to host him on the show because Josh is awesome and is better than most ad minds on sets. Looking at you, Mel, and yeah, it's a real shame, but oh well, what can I do? At least Nuck is gonna do his either this week or the next. Thank you, Nuck, so much for supporting my show. It means a lot to have a staff member who supports my show. You're awesome, Nuck. And I'm still waiting for Dr. Potato, Table Shan, and Amumizu, okay. And what else? Who else? I mean, I'm trying to remember right now. Yeah, Hapless Hobo, and there's someone I'm missing. Who? Damn it, can't remember. Oh look, Xenoblade. I need to play that. Anyway, I'm gonna first start with none other than the one and the only Mr. Tentacle Shan. The tentacle dude, the tentacle bro. He's gonna be rocking our podcast today, and none other than him will make this episode great. Vietnam is awesome too. Anyway, here comes the tentacles. Here comes a Japanese-born king. Here comes Akito.
Hello people, this is Akito, your favorite tentacle monster, and this is my self-interview for Heart Killer. I go by Gustavo in real life. I'm a male from Chile, and I turned 21 last 9/11. Education level and job. Well, I'm a month and a half away from getting my bachelor's degree in music and composition, and after that I'll study another year for my specialization, which is music for media. Hobbies and interests. Well, besides watching anime and reading manga, I of course really like music. I'm not going to talk much about it since that would take really long, but to make it short, I'm basically a metalhead. I listen to a lot of electronic music and instrumental hip hop as well, among other stuff, but that sums me up pretty well. I'm also a really big reader. I always carry a book wherever I go. It doesn't matter if it's the beach, the pool, or a volcano, or if I'm just commuting to university. I never leave my house without a book or my Kindle. My favorite authors I could name Kurt Vonnegut, Patrick Rothfuss, and Lovecraft. I'm a big Lovecraft fan, and that's where the whole tentacle persona came from actually. it just kind of made sense to use it on an anime community because, tentacles. My first anime, well, skipping childhood anime, my first show was Samurai Champloo. I watched it on the Latin American version of Toonami, and I watched it from beginning to end on TV. After that, I got Death Note from somewhere, and now I'm here with 200 and something shows on my library. How did you find out about this site? I don't really remember how I found out about Hummingbird, but I'm pretty sure it was the will of the tentacle. It's always the will of the tentacle. Tell us more about yourself. Well, shouldn't you have asked more questions? Well, there's not much left to say. I'm a really responsible person. I cut my own hair, I play guitar, I own a beagle, and I really like combat boots. Favorite anime? Well, I really don't want to just start enumerating my huge list of favorites, so I just go with Hajime no Ippo, Sayonara Setsuko Sensei, and Tatami Galaxy. If someone really wants to know what favorites are on my list, they can just go to my profile. What do you hate about anime? Well, first and foremost, moe voices. I can't stand them, I hate them. They have ruined shows for me. And then there's sexual fanservice when it doesn't fit the show. I've gotten used to it over time, so I kind of can ignore it, but it never stops being annoying. What would your superpower be? Well, that's an easy one, teleportation. It probably is one of the most simple, useful, and less dangerous superpowers you can have. It would make your life so much easier with so little effort and consequences. I know I'm just a lazy bastard. Most embarrassing situation? Well, I really haven't been in much embarrassing situations, but I remember this one quite well. This one time in Catholic school, and yes, I went to Catholic school. This group of nuns, along with the director, which was this really big nun, were giving me and my girlfriend at the time the talk of how we were, in their words, sinning. We were sinning. Ugh. Funniest coincidence? Well, I frequent this metalhead bar a lot, and there's this really scary looking guy which always take mine and my friend's orders, so someday I was at this death metal festival and I was moshing, of course, and I accidentally hit someone in the face, so I went to apologize, and it was that guy. Then he just said hello and kept moshing. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed my sexy foreigner accent, and tentacles for everyone.
Look at all them tentacles. I really feel intimidated. You ain't touching me, nigga. Anyway, next we have Putanam. Putanam, I've seen him with the forums before, but he doesn't hang out with us on the chat. So, yeah. Here comes Putanam.
Hello, my name is Simon Smith. You probably know me by my Hummingbird handle, Putanam. I'm not sure where that came from, but I mean that's what you probably know me as if you know me at all. Today joining me is a good friend of mine, two good friends of mine, Dyrone Tonk. He will be editing for me on the fly, and my bodyguard, who will be removing Dyrone Tonk in case that needs to happen, Jim the Hacksaw Duggan. That guy, Tyrone Talk. He doesn't mind me saying that, I don't think, but he's got anger built up inside him from his childhood. ASL, 17. I'm a dude, as you can tell, and I'm in Nebraska, which you probably imagine is just cornfields as far as the eye can see if you've even heard of us. But I'm in Omaha, which is actually kind of like a, I don't know, medium-sized city, I guess. I don't know, there's stuff to do, you know? Like next weekend, There's like a little indie theater that's like showing Putanam Inverted, and I'm gonna go see that. That's gonna be pretty cool. Education level, I'm finishing my last year of high school. I'm a senior. I don't have a job right now, but I usually have one over the summer to save up for a car and college. I hope to go to college to get my general college level education out of the way, and to become a graphic designer, which I'm kindly working on right now. I'm deciding whether or not I should plug this, but in working on some graphic design, I have started selling t-shirts. Redbubble.com, look up Putanam. Actually I probably shouldn't have. Hey, can we cut this? Can we cut this? Alright. Interest hobbies, like I said, graphic design, pretty typical nerd stuff, like, obviously I'm submitting a pre-recorded, interview. I'm sitting in my room by myself right now, talking to a microphone, answering questions that aren't really being asked about how I came to be a semi-active member of an anime forum, so, clearly there's something there. I've got, I don't know, I've started collecting kind of some DVDs, of the anime sort. I've got, mainly just movies, because series are way overpriced, but then again, I bought End of Evangelion for $50 off of eBay, so I guess I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I also got the original Ghost in the Shell, and 2 of the Evangelion rebuilds, which aren't that good, but I like having them on physical copies. Nerd stuff, video games come with that, I guess, and surfing the web. My favorite video games are, well, I guess if I had to say my top 3, I'd say, Binding of Isaac for its, I don't know, incredibly addictive gameplay, dungeon, like indie games, that kind of stuff, dungeon crawler. 2, Portal 2, because, it's first person, but it's not a shooter, which is always nice. It's a puzzle game, great puzzle. The writing in it is just phenomenal, and I really like Stephen Merchant, so I think he knocked it out of the park with Wheatley. And then number 3, and this is in no particular order, by the way, would be Persona 3 FES, which is the definitive edition of Persona 3, which is, if you don't know, it's a really popular JRPG dungeon crawler. I think it's great. Movie, also pretty great. Adaptation to Spring of Birth. It's good stuff. When I'm not, being a nerd or eating food, I'm probably walking my dog or something. Read books, listen to music, whatever. Typical stuff. First anime I watched, I don't know. I've been watching it before I even knew what it was, to be honest, as a kid. Probably the original Pokemon, but I can't be sure. I think it's either that or I used to love Yu-Gi-Oh! So much. I had some Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie on VHS. I even had Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I had, the 3 gods. I forget what they're called now, but I know one of them was Obelisk the Tormentor, and then there was, this one red dragon guy. I think I had all the pieces except for, the left arm of Exodia, too. I even had, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Electric toothbrush, which was, I thought, at the time, that was, the coolest thing in, the entire world. If you had that, you were freaking king on the playground, you know what I'm saying? King of the playground. You know, right, Tyrone? Yeah, he knows. He knows, guys, don't worry about it. So yeah, one of those 2. How'd I find the site? Easy. After getting testicular cancer and having to remove my testicles from getting cancer after going on Mao and Crunchyroll, I was looking for a good place with a decent community and a place that I could track what I'm watching. So I don't know. I somehow ended up here and fell in love with the design. I probably wouldn't have happened. I don't know. I forget what it was. I forget how I ended up here, who mentioned it, but I was just looking for, I just looked up like Anime Tracker or something. And during my time getting cancer on Mal and Crunchyroll, I still kind of like went on the Crunchyroll forums every once in a while, even after like I don't know, probably like I haven't gone on there for like months, but probably like 4 months after I joined the site, I would kind of check it out every once in a while, and I eventually stopped because I realized I wasn't going anywhere and the community was horrible, especially after getting banned for, alright, this kind of transitions to a favorite anime, but not really. Some people were talking about the art for Ping Pong, the animation, and how they said it was the worst thing they'd ever seen. Looking at it, they hated it, you know? I don't know why. Probably because it's different. Like, people of varying traits. I'm not saying... we definitely need to cut that. I wasn't talking about you, Dyrone. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you need to control yourself. Jim, can you remove him? Can you take over after you remove him? He doesn't want to leave. You don't quit because you're fired. All right. Get this man out of my face. I'm sorry about that. Some people were trashing on Ping Pong the Animation's art, and I thought it was great. And so they called it gay. They said it was gay art. I'm not even sure what that means. I think they were just yelling profanity because they could. And then I replied, I don't think it's that bad. And apparently, you know, I couldn't have said something worse because I got banned for that. About me, I don't know. I kind of go out over. I think I kind of went over that in the last questions. You know, not much to say besides that. My favorite anime, Ping Pong, the animated series, Evangelion, and I'm not saying it's great, but I really like Space Dandy because entry-level weeb shit. I think that the second season was pretty great. I really like Evangelion. I don't think the characters are dislikable. I think they're better than a lot. The same thing goes with Ping Pong. I think characters really can make a show, even if everything else is bad. Like, I never thought I would like a show about ping pong so much, but I thought it was amazing. Everybody talks about how Evangelion is just too deep, and like, you know, they don't like the psychological aspects, but that's exactly why I like it. I've always loved psychological stuff like that. I think it's great. So yeah, there's that. I don't know, I got a lot of anime that I like that I don't never think is amazing. Like, I really love the last season of The World God Only Knows. Barakumon's probably the best slice of life ever made, but I don't think it's like a masterpiece. Like, it's on a 5 out of 5, but it's still one of my favorites. Hime Goto. I don't know. Hime Goat. I don't really know if there's another way to pronounce that, but I mean, that's probably the best anime ever made. I don't even need to explain why. What anime do I dislike? If I had to say one in particular, anime that I really hate, really hate, it'd be Rosario plus Vampire. Both seasons, they are horrible. Not only are they just fucking awful in general, but they butchered the source material. They just butchered it. And I don't know, I mean, I guess I liked the source material kind of inexplicably, but I thought it was great, and they just ruined it. They just ruined it. And it's not like it's ever gonna get a reboot that follows it, so I don't even know what the point of living is. If I had a superpower, what would it be? I think about this too much. It would probably be to stop time so I could work my backlog. And, you know, so I don't have to wait for stuff, like Binding of Isaac or Rebirth. Worst incident that happened to you that caused you embarrassment? Thinking back on it, it's pretty embarrassing. Maybe it's because I just looked like a huge dick. But I think normally, a huge dick with a huge dick. Normally I'm pretty, you know, I got common sense. Put that down on lock. I might not be the most, how do you say, not extroverted, no, yeah, extroverted, because the opposite would be introverted. I wouldn't say I'm introverted, but, definitely not extroverted. I'm in school, and the teacher, we had to sign something, I forget what it was, but she passed around the flyer, and for some reason I thought she'd also passed around a pen to go with it so you could sign it if you didn't have a pencil or something. And it got to the person in front of me, the girl in front of me, and she asked me if, she asked me, she actually asked me if I had a pencil she could use, but what I thought she was asking for some reason was the pencil I was holding the pencil that was going around? And I thought she was asking for it. So when she asked for a pencil to borrow, I said, "No, this one's mine. You can't have this one. This one's mine." And she kind of looked at the person next to her who was watching this unfold for some reason, and just kind of smirked or something, and then got a pencil from her. Looking back on it, that's pretty embarrassing. That's just something from recent memory. Funniest coincidence. 2 years ago, when I was a sophomore, I was in TeamSpeak with a group of people I played video games with, who I have since lost contact with because they were, looking back, they're just annoying as hell. I was talking and I referenced my school. I think I had to get off because I was going to a football game or something. And somebody else who was a senior got the reference or something. I wouldn't say reference, but they somehow figured out that I was going there, and they told me not to talk to them at school. That was that. I guess that was a pretty funny coincidence for them. Maybe not me. I don't know. That's it. Sorry for wasting your time and making you listen to my annoying drivel. Oh shit! Who let him back in? Bill. Go, come on. You're against me too just because I called you Bill instead of Jim. It was a joke, alright? I gotta call the police. Sorry to end this short, but I gotta call the police. This is not gonna look good for me.
What fuck is this shit? What are you talking? Thank you, Putanam, for sending in your interview. And thank you, Akito, for sending in your interview and supporting the show. Thanks a lot, man. Hey, Blues Hobo, you better send in your fucking interview or I'm gonna get you. Do you hear me? Okay. You better send it in this week. No exceptions. You asshole. And give me coffee. Anyway. Yeah, looks like that's it for this episode. I don't know what to do, honestly, with this show. I'm running out of interviews. There's maybe 1 or 2 left. Barely. I mean, 1 at least. Guys, please send in your interviews. Use the questions below. Don't hesitate, please. Otherwise, I'm gonna make another Hummingbird has run out of interviews thread, which I don't want to make. Please support me and send in that going to you, Dr. Potato, Josh, Nock, who else? I think there's some more, but I forgot. Yeah, Table Sean, Amimuzu. Yeah, guess that's it. Maybe in Tiag, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Makushan, I believe he is on the set, but I could be wrong. So yeah, you guys should support the show, and yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you for listening in, and have a good evening, good morning, or whatever the fuck is it's at your time zone. My time zone, it's 4 a.m. Friday, I believe. No. I believe it's 6 a.m. Yeah. So much for a late night show. Anyway, thanks a lot for listening in. And this is Hawk Killer signing out.